Welcome, everybody, to tonight's talk and tonight's introduction to Mastering Ayurvedic Digestion and Nutrition with the Joyful Belly School of Ayurveda. My name is John Immel, and that's what I look like. I'm the director and founder of Joyful Belly. And tonight's program is talking about our digestive 500-hour certification course. It's a 10-month-long, one-year-long program to elevate your knowledge and expertise in digestive health and food to a level of mastery. It's a comprehensive program that gives you the tools and Ayurveda's process for high-quality digestive coaching to your community and a deep, intuitive understanding and knowledge of digestive tract pathology. So we're going to go deep. I know that some of you have seen, we have another certification course at Joyful Belly, the Fundamentals of Ayurvedic Medicine course, and that other course is a 2-year program, and that course offers a lot of breadth. In this course, we're offering a lot of depth. We're going to go deep into the digestive tract and into food and as medicine and Ayurvedic model of nutrition so that you get that insight and intuition on how the body works really from the root. Because digestion on some level is the root. Every organism has to eat food and process it and eliminate waste. That starts from bacteria all the way up to multicellular organisms. And so every life form does this. And so in Ayurveda, digestion takes center stage as a root of health. And I think that some of the folks that we were talking and chatting before the call really echoed that, the importance of digestion for health and how digestion is at the root of so many problems that people experience with their health. So we're going to immerse ourselves in Ayurveda, living and breathing Ayurvedic principles, specifically focused on food, digestion, and the Ayurvedic model of nutrition, so that we can internalize this approach. That's our goal. We're going to look at lots of data, lots of knowledge, we're going to have lots of experiences through hands-on experiments that we'll do. And the goal of all that is to put it together into some kind of holistic knowledge, holistic understanding, so that you can live and breathe what you learn in this program. We'll also introduce you to how to work with clients. Some of you are already working with clients, and then we will teach you the specifics of working with clients on digestive issues, so that by the time you graduate, you'll be qualified to see clients, but also confident to see clients. I've seen this happen many times where people graduate from a Ayurveda counselor level program and they feel like they know a little bit about a lot of things, but lack the confidence to in any one area in depth. And this course provides that depth. It's often people will take this course after doing an Ayurveda health counselor program for 2 years. And some people will also take it before. Some people like to get that depth, and then maybe they'll go on to a broader Ayurvedic program, or maybe this program is something that you are supplementing to an existing practice that you have. If you're a yoga teacher, massage therapist, a nurse practitioner, and you want to use what you learn in this program to supplement your knowledge with a great expertise in the digestive area. So our goal is to apply that practical knowledge of the body, diet, lifestyle, and herbs to lead clients to new health and vitality, especially with dealing with digestive disorders or problems that are rooted in diet and digestion. So this is a skill that you'll be able to offer to your community. All right, well, we'll start from the top. Why study Ayurveda? Why do people come to Ayurveda? Well, they or why are many of you on the call tonight? Because you want to create something wholesome in the world. That because you like to solve problems and you like to help people improve their quality of life and you want to show people how to feel good. I think what differentiates most Ayurvedic practitioners that I know is that they have a passion for people, right? People is what they're about, and they want to help them. And they want to live a life of meaning and generosity. So we get people who've had full-time corporate jobs and are ready to interact with people on a level that they never have before, and that's something that's fascinating to them and very rewarding. And so they come to Ayurveda with a sense of a mission, with a sense that they want to do something great with the little time they have on earth, and they see in Ayurveda something special, something right as rain, and something very natural. And I think most practitioners feel it in their bones that natural way of healing is the best foundation for health. And so they don't, before they find Ayurveda, they don't necessarily know how to express that wish, or how to express that mission, or even a way to pull it all together. You can study Western herbalism, you can study different techniques, but none of them seem to bring it all together under one umbrella the way Ayurveda does, in using a methodology that people can do at home, right? I think one of the things that really make Ayurveda different from any other system of healing is that people do it in their homes. And so Ayurveda practitioners are teaching people how to help themselves. And that's a wonderful thing. It's a whole new perspective that they bring to their community. So people are inexplicably drawn to Ayurveda, and they're inspired by it. They often don't even know why. Maybe it was the tasty food of Ayurveda. That was a big draw for me, that Ayurveda was somehow about living, not just about medicine, but it was about living. In fact, Ayurveda means the science of life, or the art of life. And so maybe you're drawn to it from that, or maybe you enjoy how it integrates physical health with spiritual health. I think that Ayurveda really respects that our spiritual life is an important part of our physical health. While it doesn't prescribe a specific spiritual methodology, it incorporates, or it acknowledges that our spiritual life is an important part of our physical health. And I think that science is coming to agree with that. So Ayurveda is more than just a new herb to use, right? It's more than just a new spice, or having some ghee, or using turmeric for the first time. It's not just a technique. It's a whole way of thinking about the body and even about the world. And it's so important to understand the Ayurvedic lens, because once you get that, it really starts to open up to you, and you'll learn that through this program. So people are here because they want to get into the heart of Ayurveda, that it's not enough for them to read a book or get some health tips. They want to live it. They want to breathe it. They want to immerse themselves in it. And I just love doing this. I bought a 300-page book on tongue analysis, and I just love sitting there reading it. But I also loved closing the book and contemplating what I learned, or what I just read, and really connecting it to things that I had seen in my life. And that makes the knowledge come alive. And that's what we're going to try to do over and over again in the program, so that you can know Ayurveda through and through experiences, not just knowledge. And what I love about Ayurveda is that it puts knowledge and experience together in a very nice way. So it's a new language. We're going to be learning how to speak a new language, learning a new set of muscles. It's not easy at first. It's like riding a bicycle. Though once you get it, you're off and running, and you never forget it. So you just have to, get started, right? There's something uncanny about Ayurveda that draws people to it. And that's because Ayurveda is just a little bit of a different way of thinking. And as I said before, many people who come into the program will already be practitioners, and they won't need some of those supplemental lectures in Ayurvedic fundamentals. And others are coming to Ayurveda for the first time. And when you see those Ayurvedic fundamentals, you'll start to learn how to think the way Ayurveda thinks, and that's going to open up a whole new world. So I've never met a practitioner who regretted studying Ayurveda. I just want to throw that out there. Of all the practitioners I've come across, all the students we've had in our programs, 5, 10, 15 years later, they still love Ayurveda. There's something about it that holds their interest over time. And I know that there have been many students that postpone studying it till next year because of time or finances. But as we all know, there's never enough time, and there seems to never be enough finances to justify education. But education is wonderful. Education is important. Education is something that helps us grow, and especially with Ayurveda, people it opens up a whole new way of living for them, and people are very grateful for that. So for less than your grocery bill each month, if you opt into our monthly payment plan, you can get an Ayurvedic education. I think that makes it really affordable, and so if time or finances or there's one of those issues that are always an issue for everyone, if that's something at any point that feels like it's an obstacle for you, we should talk. Let's talk about it, because I help students with that, with some of the ideas that other students have used to make that successful. So nobody regrets studying Ayurveda. Nobody regrets taking the plunge, but plenty of people regret not studying it and regret delaying it year after year, hoping that things will change. But here's the thing that I'll also say is that Ayurveda is the change, right? So like if you're waiting for something to change in your life, Ayurveda is that change. And so, if you have that, if you love it, and if you're drawn to it in that way, then the question, becomes how do I do it, not if I'm going to do it, right? So is Ayurveda a good career choice? And that's the next question that people ask themselves. Once they realize they love Ayurveda and that they want Ayurveda, they say, okay, is this a good career choice? Can I be successful? Will I fail? And I'll just say this, that according to Global Wellness Institute, wellness expenditures are at 4.2 trillion a year, and that's more than half of total global health expenditures. So it's not that health and wellness is the exception, it's the rule, right? A lot of times, in fact, there was a time when people would call something like Ayurveda alternative medicine. And I think that it's no longer the alternative, but it is the mainstream because, well, I think that the economy has shown that people are choosing that more often. And so it's growing twice as fast as the economy, and lots of people, therefore lots of people are doing very well in this market. So I gave a talk about Ayurveda at Yoga Alliance, and they had triple their normal attendance. They had 1,000 people attending that call. Normally they get about 300 people on their calls. And also I went to a Christian consortium. I spoke at a Christian consortium, a conference, and 1,600 people from the conference registered on my website that day. And I say that just because some people think of Ayurveda as like a subculture of yoga, or that it's people who are just interested in Vedic culture. But that's not true. That our society in general has embraced Ayurveda and is interested in Ayurveda and wants to know more about it. So often when I go to small towns and talk to people and they ask, "Oh, what do you do?" Ayurveda, they're interested and they want to know. And so it's something that you can offer to your local community in the cities and then in the towns. So I think now is really a great time to be an expert in your niche with Ayurveda, to get passionate about a health topic, to get passionate about digestion. That is a topic that people are interested in, and they're interested in Ayurveda, and you can start building clientele in that area, um, and help people lower their costs and improve their quality of life care. I know so many people who take this program for their personal health, and it's a way for them to cut their healthcare costs. A way for them to lower their healthcare bills, because they are able to take care of themselves on a whole nother level. People who've had a digestive disorder for 20 years, 15 years, 10 years, like me, I had that, and I had to work hard to fix my digestion, because there was no course like this when I graduated with my degree in Ayurveda. There was no course like this that could really pinpoint step by step through each area of the digestive tract a Ayurvedic holistic model, or even just a holistic model in general for digestive health and wellness. I had to develop it by studying various textbooks, and really putting all the knowledge together. There was a lot of knowledge out there, but it just wasn't in one place, and there was also more that needed to be done. So I've been specializing in digestive health and wellness for 10 years now, and this course and teaching this course for that time period. So how many Ayurveda practitioners in your town have a specialization? You may know an Ayurveda practitioner in your town, and that practitioner may be seeing clients. But how many people have a specialization in your town, right? Is there a person in your town that specializes in sleep disorders or skin disorders or digestive disorders? Probably not on a holistic level. So when you graduate from this program with a specialization in digestion, you're offering something that probably no one else in your area has. And that's a great opportunity to be on the cutting edge. I think Ayurveda strength is in digestion. And anyone who has spent significant time in India knows that, you travel to India, what usually happens? You get a digestive problem, right? So Ayurveda was developed in India, and they just put a lot of focus on digestive wellness. And I really think that I've come to be convinced after studying it and working in it for 10 years that Ayurveda really offers the best model for digestive wellness. There are still some things that you need Western medicine for. And in fact, there's many things that you need Western medicine for in digestion. But I really see Ayurveda as the front line for digestive health and wellness, just because it's so powerful for so many of these mysterious digestive conditions. So I think that Ayurveda has a lot to offer, both on a career level, and it also has a lot to offer in digestion, and it also has a lot to offer in terms of meaning and health and wellness for you. And that's why it's a great question, and it's a question I love everyone to write down their answer, is what is your vision for life after graduation in this course? What will your life look like? What will it be like talking with clients? How will you feel? How will your life feel as an Ayurvedic practitioner specializing in digestion and nutrition? What will your clinic look like? What's your mission? I think these are really important questions for you to answer, so that you crystallize that vision, that you set that goal, and that way you can begin taking steps to reach your goal. So if you're not sure what your mission is like, if you love Ayurveda, but you don't really know like how to, or you have questions like, oh, well, how will I promote myself? Or how will, what will it be like? And, what am I called to? I just want to offer to you that I speak with so many prospective students in our programs and help them answer those basic questions to just offer them some free Ayurvedic career coaching. You may not know how Ayurveda people earn income, or so it may be a little nebulous for you, but if you know it's something you want, you love it, you want to study it. So I can help clear up some of that confusion. And I offer this as a service to prospective students, coaching them about the course and also about their mission and goals in Ayurveda. And it's great. I love talking to prospective students. It makes me happy every time. And I am more than willing to ask you questions and give you some of my decade plus experience offering Ayurveda to the public. So I put my number here so that you can reach out to me if you have questions on that level. And we're going to, and just shortly in a few more minutes, start going over particulars of the course. But I really wanted to set a groundwork for your studies in Ayurveda on a more mission type level. And so if you want to talk with me about that, just text me at 828-785-8213. I say text me because sometimes I'm on the phone with a client or whatever. I'll text you back or call you back, and we'll discuss it. And I'll help you figure out what your unique vision is. And then what's next? What are the 3 most common obstacles to enrolling, not just in this program, but any program out there? The 3 questions that you want to ask yourself if you're considering this program. Do I have the time? Do I have the money? Do I have the support? Time, money, support. That is what people, those are the big questions that prevent people from enrolling in a course. So if you have concerns on either one of those levels, then that's something that we should talk about if you want to do the course, right? Everybody has those obstacles. So don't let them derail you, at least not without a conversation, right? That we would discuss, because I know what other students have done to save time in the course. I know what other students have done to increase their income so that they can afford the course. And I know what other students have done talking to their spouses, their employer, their family, about their decision to enroll, and getting those people's support and showing them the benefits and all that. So I'm happy to talk to you about those issues also. So I'm offering that to you as free coaching if you'd like. And again, my number there is 828-785-8213. So let's talk a little bit more about our unique approach to Ayurveda education. And then we'll also talk about the format and particulars of the course. All right. So how is our Ayurveda teaching different from anyone else? Well, first of all, we teach you how to be a teacher. And this is important because it's been a focus of our courses from day one. That Ayurveda, I said it before, is something that people do at home. You teach your clients how to do Ayurveda in their house. It's not like acupuncture where people come in and then you stick a needle in them and then they go home. People don't go home and stick needles in themselves, right? So acupuncture is more what the professional does. Ayurveda is more about the professional teaching a person to do it themselves at home. And so being a great communicator is essential to the effectiveness of your practice. And that's why our mission at Joyful Belly, since we started Joyful Belly, was making Ayurveda accessible to the public. And so that this is not just lip service or anything like that. Read our articles on Joyful Belly, and you'll see our commitment to explaining Ayurveda in this tactile, practical way that everybody can really understand without dumbing it down at all, right? That's the thing, is that sometimes, there could be this professor that uses tons of very complicated vocabulary, and everyone's like, "Oh wow, that person uses complicated vocabulary," and so they must be really smart. And I'm just gonna debunk that. I think really smart people know how to present something in simple, everyday terms, and then they also offer the advanced vocabulary too, right? They like put they cite those that fancy vocabulary, but they know how to make it come alive to people, and that's what we focus on. That's how we train our teachers, and so we have a whole methodology for that. And I think that the best academics are the ones that can talk to anyone and communicate some advanced topic, right? So we make the Ayurveda, the incredible wisdom of Ayurveda, accessible to everyone. That's what our school is about. That's what Joyful Belly as a website has been about. That's what we've always been about. So our lessons are rich in content, rich in meaning, and easy to understand. That's our goal. Something very unique about Ayurveda, as I said, is that it's meant to be taught. So when we, what you're gonna be able to talk to your spouse, your family, your friends, and when you talk to them about Ayurveda, they're gonna say, "Oh yeah, that's something that makes a lot of sense." They're not gonna say, "Oh, what's that exotic mystical thing that you're doing in Ayurveda?" No, they're gonna be you'll know how to explain it in a way that they say, "Oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. That's obvious that I should be doing that." And I think that that's really exciting for people to know how to do that. So my whole adult life, I have been a passionate teacher in one capacity or another. Even when I was a math and computer science student at Harvard University doing my undergrad, I was selected by my teachers to be the only undergraduate teaching fellow in my department. All the other teaching fellows were graduate students. But they asked me to be a teaching fellow when I was an undergraduate, and I was really determined. I excelled in my classes. I would read all the textbooks over the summer before my classes started. I was super into it and excited about it. And I continued teaching at Harvard after I graduated in their extension school. And since then, I've been teaching in one way or another my whole life. And I love to teach. So hopefully, even as I'm talking, you can hear my enthusiasm for teaching, that you can hear how special I think Ayurveda is, and that I have a commitment to explaining things in a way that everybody can understand. So what else about our courses? You will be challenged in our courses. That I can promise you. There will be days where you feel like your brain is exploding, where you feel like you're drinking from a fire hose. And you know, at the end of class, you'll feel like your brain is mush, right? Why do I know? Well, first of all, I felt that way at the, even after graduating from Harvard with a math and computer science degree, when I took Ayurveda courses, my brain felt like mush at the end of the day. And it's because it's a new way of thinking. As I said, it's a new set of muscles. It's like the scientific method is one approach, and their Ayurvedic method is not incompatible with the scientific method, but it's different. And actually, they work really well together, the scientific method and Ayurveda. But they're two methods. They're different methods, and so it's gonna be a tweak, right? It's gonna be a little bit of a brain tweak. And you're going to feel it, and you're going to really feel it about the 3-month mark. About the 3-month mark, everybody wonders if there ever be a good Ayurveda practitioner, right? If they're ever going to get it, if it's ever going to click for them. And they'll think, oh, my classmates sound like they know a lot, but I don't. Well, I guarantee your classmates feel the same way. And so because it's such a new and radical approach to knowledge and to health, you're going to feel that way. And so when that low point comes 3 months in, I'm just going to tell you, push through it, right? Push through it. Don't give up, because by month 6, you're going to be really excited, and it will click in, and it clicks in for everybody. Some people it clicks in at month 4, some people month 7, but it's going to click in, and you're going to be great. Why can I confidently say Ayurveda will click in for you? Because Ayurveda is natural. Ayurveda is actually a method that's very natural to our humanity, and it's actually the way humans think. It's modeled after how humans think. The scientific method is not how people think. It may be an awesome, valuable tool. I think we all can see the benefits of science in our society, so there should be no question about the validity and value and wonderfulness of the scientific method. But nobody says the scientific method is the way humans naturally think. But Ayurveda is the way humans naturally think. And so once you get it, it's going to be fantastic. And so what else is unique about our program? It's experiential. You're going to learn by doing. It's rigorous. So you're going to graduate with a confidence to begin practicing, and not simply to meet the minimum. We definitely cater to students who have high expectations of themselves. Does that mean you have to be a rocket scientist? No, I've already said that Ayurveda is natural to our humanity. You don't have to be a brainiac to get Ayurveda, but there is something you need. There's something everybody needs in order to be great at Ayurveda, which is the passion and the enthusiasm for it. You know, when I wake up at 3 a.m, if I have a little bout of insomnia here or there, I'm thinking about Ayurveda. I'm thinking about those principles. I'm thinking about how to apply them. And so, it is, it is a rigorous program. And, our mission is to establish Ayurveda. Joyful Belly's mission is to establish Ayurveda as the standard for home and quality of life care, both for, especially in the digestive area, which is Ayurveda's main strength. And we want everyone in the world to know that Ayurveda's main strength is digestion, and that it offers something really great in that area, so that the whole world can begin benefiting from that. Part of the reason why we started this program is because every year we have our whole student body now goes out into the world and starts talking about Ayurvedic digestion and nutrition and how great it is. And that's a way for us to get that message out there. So, so I started my adult life as a mathematician at Harvard. I thought math was like an art form for me because I thought it revealed the final truth of things. And that turned out to be wrong. There were bigger truths than math out there. And I had to learn some of those truths the hard way. But after I graduated from university, I went into business because I was like, okay, well, business is about people. Math was great. Math was truth, but it wasn't enough about people. It seemed like people operated in a different way than math operated. And so there was something more. So I went into business. I thought I would learn about people in business, and I did. I did learn about people in business. I learned a lot about psychology in business, but there was still something more. I wanted to connect to people on a deeper level. So eventually I quit my business and sold it and started studying Ayurveda. And I was traveling for several years before I discovered Ayurveda. And it was during that time I was traveling that I had severe digestive issues because I wasn't taking any cautions at all. I was, I would be eating street food in Bangladesh, street food in Mexico, in Morocco, and in Guatemala. And, so I probably had a parasite from every one of those countries. And anyway, I was pretty much a wreck. And then I came across Ayurveda, and I was like, wow, this is a way for me to, to explore truth, to connect with people, and to heal my body. And Ayurveda is all about food, and my art form, in addition to math, my art form was always food. And so it was a great fit for me. It was a great fit for the spirit, some of the spiritual questions I had too. So I became passionate about it. And I know that if you are passionate about Ayurveda, you will thrive in Ayurveda. So what are some ways that Ayurveda practitioners offer their services? They integrate Ayurveda into a yoga class, into a yoga retreat, or at a studio. They teach Ayurveda at a hospital or at a spa or at a university. They may use Ayurveda to cook healthy food at a cafe or at a restaurant, or for individuals. Or they integrate Ayurveda into quality of life care as a nurse. Or they write books and create movies about Ayurveda. Or they offer diet and lifestyle consulting at an integrative clinic. or they introduce Ayurveda into a mental health clinic, or any situation where you're taking care of others, taking care of your own children or other people's children. Those are some places that Ayurveda is offered, and most frequently Ayurveda practitioners, and specifically people from this program, will start an Ayurvedic digestion and nutrition clinic, private clinic. Your certification after graduation. We're certified by the American Association of Drugless Practitioners, and you can apply with them to become board certified as a holistic health practitioner. And that's one way for people to, if they want to put credentials there. We'll also certify you as an Ayurvedic digestive health coach. You can also qualify for certification with APNA, the Ayurvedic, Association of Ayurvedic Professionals of North America. They also certify our program and you can qualify with them. But if you're pursuing the APNA certification, talk to me about it, because I want to give you some of the details around that. And okay, great. So we talked about certification. I talked a little bit about our unique teaching style and how we emphasize some of the things we emphasize, like great communication and support through the program. And also earlier we talked about your mission as an Ayurvedic digestion and nutrition clinician. All right, so let's talk just a little bit more now about the course format. So each week in the course, you're going to get a recorded presentation on a digestive tract pathology. You're going to get a supplemental presentation. In the beginning, some of those supplemental presentations will be Ayurvedic fundamentals that if you're already an Ayurvedic practitioner, you can just ignore those. And then later on, those will be supplemental topics like cleansing and detoxing and other things that you just need to go deeper in. Now, there's very little overlap in this program other than those initial lectures on some of the Ayurvedic fundamentals that are in the supplemental portion. There's very little overlap with an Ayurveda health counselor program in this program. So you're not going to be, even in the cleanse and detox, all those things, you're not going to be hearing stuff you have just already learned. We're going to be going at it at a much more richer level and a much more focused level in the digestive tract. I just say that because some Ayurveda practitioners will have that question: will I really be learning new stuff? And I can tell you that we have many practitioners that take this program, and they all feel like it was like a leap forward for them, not just like some new things, but a paradigm leap forward. So you'll get one food, one herb, and one body awareness experiment each week. And then we're going to just hash out the results of that experiment together, which is going to be great. I think one of the most powerful parts of the program is the food and herb and body awareness experiments. It's awesome that no matter what level you're at, that's going to really take you forward and make it so much more intuitive. You'll have a case study each week, and then we're going to have 3 live calls discussing all those above things. We're going to talk about paradigms of Ayurvedic nutrition, some Ayurvedic fundamentals in the supplemental program, assessment of tongue and GI. We'll go deep into the assessment of the tongue and tongue patterns of imbalance on the tongue. Paradigms of Ayurvedic digestion, and we're just gonna get right down into it. Upper GI, small intestine, colon, stool analysis and stool assessment, big part of the program. Your seasonal diet, cleansing and detoxing, mind-gut connection, parasites and microbiome and weight loss, all from that Ayurvedic holistic point of view, but also drawing from other traditions, Greek medicine, Chinese medicine, Western medicine. When you get done with this program, you'll be able to talk to a medical doctor, you'll be able to talk to an Ayurvedic person and really bridge that gap, which I think the medical community will really appreciate you for that, because they've heard that Ayurveda has a lot to offer, but it's not everyone who can communicate that, and you will be able to do that. You'll do buddy consultations, then you'll start doing client consultations. We'll be doing in-class consultations. You'll be developing a therapeutic protocol in 4 stages on a specialized topic of your choice, which you'll share with other students, and other students will share with you. So you're going to walk away with all of this, detailed knowledge on specific conditions. It's a great library of information there. The students in the course all get to know each other. They get to know us. It's a pretty tight-knit group because it's a little more specialized. It's not like going into university freshman year where you're in a core class with 300 other people. That's not what this is about. This is a little smaller, and we're going to be getting to know each other. If you're 30, 40 students, you'll know every one of those students by the end of the program. So it'll be a great class together. Our goal is mastery of the technique, that you get beyond the data and into the intuition of the problem, that we're going to pull all the data together into a whole system that works, so that you'll know the digestive tract so well that it'll be intuitive for you, and you'll be able to back it up with hard facts. You'll know food so well through our experiments that you could eat something new, actually, put a blindfold on yourself, eat something new, and articulate the pharmacological effects from your sensory experience. And there's always in the first few months, there's someone like, I can't get it, I can't do this. How come everybody else can feel this? I can't, blah, blah, blah. Everybody gets it by the end, because it makes so much sense. How did those original herbalists find out that it was a heart tonic? How did they find out that something was a digestive or a nervine, etc.? They found it through experience. They found it by doing what we're going to do in this course. So I'm going to teach you how herbalists wrote the book in the first place. And so that you can see those subtle imbalances, how to fit the right foods and herbs to it. How to fit lifestyle patterns to deal with the dysfunction. All right, a few more particulars. The live coaching calls. We have people taking our program from New Zealand. We have people taking from Australia. We have had people from Saudi Arabia. We've had people from Great Britain, from Italy, from various countries in Latin America, Colombia, Mexico. So everybody's in a different time zone. So how's everyone going to make all the coaching calls? Well, you're not. That's okay. If you miss the time, if you're in a different time zone, if you're on vacation, if life is in the way, that's okay. All classes will be recorded for those who miss. This is a program designed for busy professionals. Most of the people in this course are juggling a family and a job and the course at the same time. And so they are, the course is designed for you. If that's you, the course is designed for you. And you're not gonna sink. You're gonna swim. We have a liberal extension policy. If you want to go on vacation, go for it. We'll work with you. If we have plenty of breaks in the program, lots of holiday times. So you're never more than a few weeks from a whole week break if you need to catch up, catch your breath, etc. You're not going to be like on Christmas morning going through your Ayurvedic textbooks. No, you're going to be spending time with family. And so a challenging course, but lots of breaks in between, lots of fun. So it's doable. It's going to take 8 to 12 hours a week. By the way, if you're an ESL student, English as a second language, all of our presentations will have transcripts, so you're not going to miss a word in the course. You're not going to be like, oh, what did that person say? I couldn't hear them because of their accent or something like that. No, you'll have the transcript. Assignments and tests are graded pass-fail, so it's non-competitive and supportive. It's a convenient distance learning format. If you have an internet connection on the beach, you can study the course on the beach. That's fine. Calls are generally attended by 20 to 40 students. You'll be in the comfort of your own home or office or anywhere in the world. You'll be immersing yourself and will be engaging with one another on through online chat platforms and other things, so that we're going to be together doing this together in the program. So expect to be challenged, expect to also be heard and valued, expect to be encouraged and supported throughout your development in the course, both by staff, by teachers, and by fellow students. So how to register. The tuition for the entire program is $4,499. We do have monthly payment plans available, and those are $349 a month for the program, which is very doable. If you think about a whole year of education for $4,499, that's not a lot, right? Now, it's hard to pay $4,500 for something. I understand that. But when you put it in perspective, it's a whole year for that. It's it's not overpriced, right? That's a very competitive price for what you're offering in the program. I've seen people offer a week-long seminar in Bali, and it's $3,000 plus your plane ticket and hotel, right? And this is a whole year. So it's going to be great. You're going to get a lot out of it. It's competitively priced, and at $349 a month, it's pretty enriching. So, but I know it's a big decision for everybody too, and I want to make sure it's right for you. We've turned away students before. Not that we've turned them away, but I mean, I had a conversation with a student a few weeks ago, and by the end of the conversation, what we realized is that her true calling was Montessori. She wanted to do Montessori education, and so that was great. We figured it out in the call, saved that student some time and some money. So I'm happy to talk to you and find out what your unique mission is, and to help you with any time issues, any money issues that you feel like you might have. I can tell you how other students dealt with it, and what are your options. There's my phone number, and I do have WhatsApp for international students. Just text me, and we can talk. So when you get ready to register, you go onto the website, and you go under Study Ayurveda, and then in the top nav bar, and click on Mastering Ayurveda Digestion and Nutrition. You'll see the big red button to register right there with the monthly payment plan. You can also pay the whole thing up front and save $250 if you want, or you can do the monthly payment plan. So either one of those is an option. Great. Now, before I end the call and go to Q&A, I'm just gonna talk a little bit about tonight's giveaway, and so we're offering a $350 discount on new registrations. If you listen to this call and text me your response to the following 2 questions on the next page, then you can get a $350 discount and a chance to win a free What's Your Dosha t-shirt, which we'll send to you. If you're international, by the way, we'll ask you to pay shipping on that if you win. But if you're not international, we'll send it domestically for free. So I just want to disclose that. But you can get a $350 discount on a new registration on registering for the course, and a chance to win that free t-shirt. If you text me your response to these 2 questions. 1, how will this course change your life? And here what I'm looking at is like, what are you going to do with the course? What's your vision for starting your clinic, or starting or offering digestion and Ayurveda to the public? So maybe that's going to be as an adjunct to an existing practice. Maybe you're going to start a private clinic. Maybe you're going to let me know what your vision is. What do you want? What do you want to get out of this course? What do you want to do with what you learn here? That's what the focus of that question is. I'm always so excited to hear what your vision is, because I love mission in general. And then the second question: what prevents you from enrolling? Why haven't you enrolled already? That if this is something you love, what is the obstacle? Is it time? Is it money? Is it support? Is it something else? Is this a long-term obstacle or a short-term obstacle? Is it something that, okay, well, I have a big expense the next 3 months? Or is it something like, oh, just generally I don't have enough money yet? Anyway, text me or answer those 2 questions, and I will put you in the raffle for the free T-shirt, and you'll also get that discount. In order to and when I give you the discount, once I give you the discount, you have 3 days to register, right? So to get that $350 discount. So basically the offer's time sensitive. So if you do want this, the course is coming up. We only have 2 weeks to the start of course anyway. So if you're thinking you're going to register, text me or answer that tonight. And then, we can talk tomorrow if you want, about any other questions you have about the program, etc. And then you have to register within 3 days, to get that $350 discount. Great. So let me turn the discussion over to you. What questions do you have? And yeah, I see some questions in the chat here. Time commitment every week, 8 to 12 hours a week. The tuition, $4,499. We're offering that $350 discount for answering those 2 questions. And you can get another $250 discount if you pay in full. So that would come up to $600 in discounts. So if you have any other questions, you can put those questions in the chat box, or you can say them out loud. Let me see if I can find a way to unmute participants.
Zoom.
Great. Could everybody hear that?
Zoom thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a question and answer about the program.
Okay, good. I hear some people talking in the background. So as I open it up, I just want to say, because if some people leave, I just want to say to you, thank you for your interest in your body, first of all, to like healing your body and healing your community. Even if we never talk again, I'm super grateful that you are interested in your body and in health, because that's really powerful. And I'm also grateful that you're interested in Ayurveda. And finally, I'm grateful that you're interested in Joyful Belly and what we're doing, what we offer. So I see somebody asking to. I hear some people asking for that number again. So let me see if I can find the page where that is, where I put that number on. Let's see. There we go. Where is it? Okay, yeah, there's the number on my screen there, so that you can see that. And when I unmuted, there was lots of background noise. So as Prem Shati mentioned, people should unmute themselves to avoid distracting sound. So you can either type it in the chat box or unmute yourself. And if you're calling on your phone, you can also just text me your question, because I have my phone right here with me. If there's some reason you can't use the chat box or get yourself unmuted or whatever. But I'm here to answer any question that you have. So please now's the moment. What can I help you with? Anybody have any questions? Oh, there are other screens in front of the screen with the number. Okay, is it moved now again? Can you see the number now? I'll type it in the screen here. 828-785-8213 is the number. That's 828-785-8213. Can you see the number now on my screen? Great. Great, good. Anybody have any questions for me? I'm getting some text here too, so let me see if I see any questions here. So yeah, this person says, I'm currently a graduate student trying to become a registered dietitian. I have a strong passion in digestion, but in a very holistic way. Great. And you mentioned student loans was the obstacle. So great. Well, let's talk about it. Let's we can talk about those issues, and I will get in touch with you after the call. Another person just texted me. This course will change my life by helping me to heal my 20 years of digestive issues. So, and I'm also looking to start independent digestive counseling to help others. So yeah, I mean, I needed this course to help my digestive issues. I mean, I developed it to help my digestive issues, and it was really helpful. I mean, I felt much better after taking after studying digestion and specializing in it. So I see Michelle's asking about scholarships offered for the program. Basically, what we have is the discount that we're offering tonight and the monthly payment plan. But Michelle, let's talk offline a little bit about finances and see what we can do. Okay. Mary asked, do we cover pranayama to build and balance Agni? So we do cover, we do reference pranayama as a means of increasing Agni and any other tools out there that can increase Agni. By the way, Agni means your digestive fire. So to improve your digestive strength, to get blood flowing in the digestive tract, breath is definitely a part of that. And there are just many other techniques too. And we're just going to go over all of the techniques. Where did I study? I studied Ayurveda with Dr. Vasant Lad at the Ayurvedic Institute. And then I studied overseas in India with another Vaidya, another Ayurveda practitioner. And then I studied Ayurvedic digestion on my own a lot also. And then finally, through teaching the course, we just get such a wide variety of individuals.
Is the Wi-Fi the same here?
From medical practitioners. Hold on one second. There's some background noise there. Let me just mute the lines again.
Are you not automatically locked in?
And then finally, from teaching the course, every year we get medical doctors, nurses, people who have had so much other professional experience. And so every year we're learning from other folks in the program and adding to the program, changing the program, learning from other teachers. So it's a really ongoing effort. Who else is on staff? Our faculty is listed from the course page. If you go to the course page, you'll see that there's a link there to our faculty, and you'll see who teaches in our programs. So we have a...
When are the calls?
Hold on one sec. Loosely, our faculty is a mix of people. Everyone has Ayurveda experience. Some people are deep into the Ayurveda. Other people in the program have degrees in Western medicine and Ayurveda, so that they have that integrative approach. So there's a mix and across the board. Another person just asked, I think, what time are the calls? That was your question. The calls are Tuesdays from 7 to 8:30. Wednesday from 12 noon to 1 p.m. Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. And that's
I'm so sorry.
Standard time.
Could you just repeat that? I apologize.
Yeah. I put it in the chat box so that people can see it in the chat box too. But I'll say it one more time. These are all Eastern Standard Times. It's Tuesday, 7 to 8:30 p.m. Wednesday, 12 noon to 1 p.m. Friday, 11 a.m. to noon. All Eastern Standard Time. It's if you're looking at that and you're like, oh, I can't attend every one of those. Well, that's like most of the class. Most of the class is 2 out of 3. Some people can attend all 3. Some people can only attend 1 out of 3. Most people can attend at least 1 live class. That's what we found. But we give you the recording. So if you can't attend, that's fine. Any other questions? How else can I help?
I just have another quick question. Is it necessary to be certified through NAMA, or is that irrelevant?
Oh, this course is a specialized course. So NAMA doesn't offer certifications for any specializations for any Ayurvedic program out there. NAMA covers for Ayurveda health counselor level and Ayurveda practitioner level as a general thing. This course is specific to digestion and nutrition. And so NAMA doesn't cover that or any other program like this. Our certification is through APNA. Now I'll also say that you don't need a certification with APNA or NAMA or any organization. Ayurveda is an unregulated field in the United States. And so, don't let any organization tell you that, you need to be board certified through them. Only about 1/3 of practitioners out there are affiliated with any industry association. So, while I think those industry associations are doing great things, and there's no reason to, not work with, they're great organizations. It's not necessary, and only 1/3 of practitioners pursue a certification. This course is unusual because it's specialized. It's for people who really want to go deep into nutrition, food as medicine, and digestion. And we're going to spend a whole year going deep into that. And so, but it's not part of a track, certainly not a NAMA track, but APNA, you can get the certification through APNA through this program. So do I suggest people make their own churnas or buy them? Mary, that's really up to the individual student. I think it's great to buy pre-made products as well as make your own. And yeah, there's no reason not to take advantage. If somebody specializes in skin formulas and they put together a great skin formula, yeah, use their skin formula. I always, it takes a team, right? We're an industry. We're not just individuals out there. So we work together. And, I refer my clients out to other practitioners all the time for various things. There's so many subjects that I'm not an expert in. I'm not an expert in asthma. I'm an expert in the digestive tract. And so hopefully people send their clients to me who have digestive issues, and I send my clients who have issues that are not my expertise to others. I just want the best for my clients. Any other questions? Well, great. I look forward to talking to all of you. I love, like I said, I love talking with prospective students. I love hearing your enthusiasm and excitement. And feel free to text me, and I can talk to you about your plans. And otherwise, you can email me questions as well. My email is john@joyfulbelly.com. And let me type that out so that you get the spelling right. Because some people put 2 L's in joyful and there's only 1. Because the word full has 2 L's. So some people say joyful must have 2 L's, but it doesn't. It only has 1 L. And there's my email address there. So great. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. And thank you. And we will, I look forward to being in touch soon.
Thank you so much, John. This was really lovely.
Great. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a wonderful night.
Good night.
Good night.